Dr. Phil, the well-known TV psychologist, has completely humiliated and broken Harry, the Duke of Sussex, by tearing him apart on the talk show, The View. As part of his media push to support his and Meghan Markle's interests and causes, the former royal, who moved to the US with his bride, the Duchess of Sussex, agreed to appear on the show. But he had not anticipated having to deal with Dr. Phil's ire and mockery, who was a guest on the show and spared no opportunity to express his disdain for Harry and his decisions. Harry had been challenged and confronted by Dr. Phil, who was well known for his direct and forthright style, as well as his advice and intervention on a range of personal and social issues. Before we go any further, please subscribe to this channel and be sure to activate the notification bell. These topics included Harry's decision to leave the royal family and move to the US, his relationship with his father Charles and brother William, his involvement in politics and the media, and his mental health and well-being. Dr. Phil had charged Harry with betraying and leaving his nation and family, as well as being conceited, rude, and self-centered. In addition, he had cast doubt on Harry's intentions and trustworthiness as well as his honesty and reasons. Dr. Phil had also made fun of Harry's accomplishments, impact, and social significance. Harry was left startled and stunned by Dr. Phil's criticism, and he attempted to defend and rationalize his conduct. Harry had wanted to inspire and amaze the viewers and the hosts of The View, who are primarily liberal women. But he'd failed to win over Dr. Phil, who'd just gone on to criticize and denigrate him, to point out and take advantage of his shortcomings. Additionally, Dr. Phil had persisted on having the last word and the final say, dismissing Harry's attempts to change the topic or finish the interview. Millions of people had watched Dr. Phil and Harry square off, and they had seen Dr. Phil win and Harry lose. The public and media responded quickly and harshly, largely siding with Dr. Phil, who had received accolades for his bravery, wit, honesty, and wisdom. Conversely, Harry faced censure and criticism due to his conceit, lack of knowledge, deceit, and insincerity. Many of his supporters and admirers had also stopped feeling sorry for him and had become disillusioned with him. Harry had also taken a chance on losing more than just his notoriety and appeal. He'd run the risk of losing happiness, identity, and dignity. The argument between Harry and Dr. Phil also exposed the issues and difficulties Meghan and Harry had with their media careers and their connections to Netflix and Spotify. The pair, who had inked lucrative contracts with the major streaming services, committed to creating educational and motivational content for their audience. However, they encountered challenges, setbacks, and shortcomings in meeting expectations. Their projects had not drawn in or kept audiences or subscribers. Instead, they had been postponed, cancelled, rejected, or received negatively. As they were accused of abusing and sensationalizing their personal lives and stories for profit and fame, as well as of using their royal titles and connections to acquire and promote their partnerships, their ventures had also aroused ethical and legal concerns. A number of organizations, including the Invictus Games Foundation, a non-profit that organizes a sporting event that Harry founded and supports for sick, wounded, and wounded service members, had also filed a lawsuit against them and launched an investigation into their alleged misappropriation of funds and breach of contract.